This year is entitled Making a Birchat Hatorah, taking a long Shabbos nap, part 2. In the first year we saw that Shulchan Aruch brings down a first opinion of the Rosh. It says if you have a long nap, then on a Shabbos afternoon or any time during the day, that's Hesach Hadat, that's a hefsek, and therefore it's an interruption in the bracha. You have to make a new bracha when you wake up. Then Shulchan Aruch quotes the second sheet to the Agra that says, no, one bracha in the morning suffices for the whole day, and that's enough. And he says, that is the minhag, to go ahead and just make one bracha in the morning, and that counts for the day. The Mishnah Berurah has fascinating commentary. He quotes a lot of poskim, many poskim to maintain the Birchat the Gra, and Mechayadim and others who poskim that you would make a bracha, meaning you have a big hefsek, 3 hours of sleeping, even 2 hours where you're totally out, REM sleep. That is a hefsek, and when you get up, you need to make a new bracha. And he leaves off like that, and it seems like he's holding one should make a bracha, but then in brackets he says, and even the Pri Megadim, that says that one could rely on the minhag of the Shulchan Aruch and not make a bracha, still says that hamavarach lo hifsid, which is fascinating. That one makes a bracha, it's all right. So it's a funny kind of Pri Megadim that Mishnah Berurah quotes. He says you could rely on the minhag that Shulchan Aruch says not to make a bracha, but you also could make a bracha as well, which is a fascinating kind of idea. We're talking about bracha, so we're not talking about, well, you could have the smallest share of wine on Pesach night, but you could be machmir if you want, like the Chazon Ish. It's fine, you have more wine, that's fine, if it's not going to make you drunk and lose out on the Seder. But what kind of thing is this, that you can go ahead and rely on the minhag, not make a bracha, or you could go ahead and make a bracha if you want? It's a tricky point. Either way, Mishnah Berurah does seem to say, before he introduced the Pri Megadim, that many shittas say to make a bracha. It seems like it may hold that way. Lamaisa, did anyone ever hear of a person getting up after 3 hours of sleep on Shabbos any other day making a bracha? Not really. Poskim say that the minhag pretty much is like the Shulchan Aruch when he says v'chein nahagu, that more or less is the minhag. Someone who always follows the Gra would make a bracha, because that's how the Gra paskins, and each person stuck to his posek or her posek what to do in the situation. But in general, the minhag is not to make a bracha even after a long nap. And we say that the bracha you make in the morning counts for the whole day of mitzvot and learning and Torah until the next morning. Shalom.